The other one is pretty small, but on the AEW front, and I got this from a WWE side. Brian Cage wants to leave. This could be one of the first defectors that go to WWE from AEW because he wants to leave and WWE want him. And he really wants to go because they do want him. And when WWE wants someone from AEW, they're probably going to do something with them. So Brian Cage is a guy that fits everything that they're doing now with the new recruits. He probably won't even go through NXT.
It's kind of funny because like in the last 2 weeks, and I know if I saw it, you guys probably saw it, he's been trending Brian Cage, and I'm like, what happened to this guy? And it's always people saying, hey, why aren't you using Brian Cage better? Yesterday he was trending again, and it was like, Brian Cage beat Adam Page, so why isn't Brian Cage going against Adam Page? And, Brian Cage should be in WWE. And then, of course, all the people, well, how's he going to pass a drug test, which is a question I'm asking myself, too, because Brian started in WWE, and I found out about him because Norman Smiley, who works there as a trainer, had told me, hey, they're releasing this guy, and he's a good guy. Can you help him in Mexico? So he did a tryout match with Eli Drake. They were a team in Hollywood or somewhere in California. They had a really cool name, and they went for a AAA tryout, and that's where I first met him. And he was always bummed that he didn't make it in WWE. So I think that was always his dream. But I wonder how he's going to go back there and pass the drug test.
Is there no drug testing in AEW?
The wellness test? I have no idea.
Well, obviously, how's he not, or he wouldn't have passed it.
Well, man, but let's be honest. Everything, the old school, like, he could be taking, there's a lot of legal, basically steroids are legal now. You can go to doctors and get TRT, like, to testosterone. I mean, it's like, that's kind of been why watch it. So it's not, it's banned in sports, but you can go to like doctors and everything, and they'll prescribe you testosterone. They'll prescribe you growth hormone. And you can get it by prescription. It's not like the underground. You're getting steroids illegally type thing these days. It's like there's a lot of legal supplements that used to kind of be banned. We couldn't use them that you can use now. So it was a funny story with him too. I went on tour with him. He was in South Korea with us with Raven, and him and Raven. It was funny. They became BFFs on that trip. That we called them the BFFs, right? But when I watched him, we'd go to the gym. He was like the first guy I'd ever seen that was doing like CrossFit style training. Like, when we were the boys, we go to the gym, just do bench press, curls. So, there weren't like all these weird exotic exercises like trainers are doing right now. But he was doing like a lot of CrossFit things. I was going, what the f- is this guy doing? It's like don't you just lift weights? But he's in shape. He was in good shape. So, but yeah, he should definitely go to New York. He's being wasted in AEW.
Right.
He's too big for AEW. Bro, the guys that are big in AEW aren't really being used. They're like too big for the size of the guys that they had there that they push. It's kind of weird,
Yeah. One more thing about if this signing goes ahead, there's also interest in bringing his wife in too.
Why wouldn't there be? She's hot.
Which I assume would be like a valet or something. Which is ironic because like you just had Cross and Scarlett go, and they weren't paired together on television.